Yeah, just really, really happy, pleased. Great win for us in a rivalry game. I think the expectation was, outside of our building, outside of the arena, that, this would be a game, for us to control. But we knew coming into this game how difficult it was going to be. Luke has done a phenomenal job in a short period of time getting that program playing a very unique style that's really hard to prepare for, and playing with a lot of confidence, dating back to their exhibition against Alabama when they took them to overtime in Birmingham, and then they just rolled through the rest of their competition. They played FAMU in an exhibition, then they played Alcorn, Alabama State, and we knew we had a team coming in here that was confident, that was playing loose and free. They had 5 senior starters, and would come in here without being afraid to fail, without any pressure on their shoulders, and that was to their credit. I thought they did a great job for a majority of the night, and with that being said, I'm really proud of our guys as well. Still fighting, to find a way to get some of these perimeter shots to fall. But big picture-wise, a lot of good things for how we want to play. I thought we did a great job defensively tonight, held them to 33% from the field, a team that was really, really efficient shooting the ball over their first couple games. I thought we did a really good job guarding the three-point line. Held them to 27%. They banked one in. I think they made some other tough ones, but we did a good job running them off the line. And, just the rebounding was fantastic. We have to be a team that punishes our opponents on the glass the way we play. And plus 22 on the glass tonight gave us a buffer to survive a bad perimeter shooting night to find a way to win. So big win for us. I think hopefully this will give some of our guys a little confidence that are playing some new roles in our program. And, we'll take tomorrow off and try to get ready for Miami the rest of the week.
How critical was the performance from Ruben tonight and just the career high that he had in 16 rebounds?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, he played really, really well. I thought he bounced back. Hadn't played his best the first couple of games. But, Ruben understands and our team understands how important he is to our success. And he played really well in the exhibition season, in the scrimmages. And, we know that he's capable of doing what he did tonight, and I thought he did a great job controlling the boards in his minutes. And also I thought he did a really good job switching onto their guards and doing a pretty good job not getting driven for layups. So really, really big game for Rube, and really, really proud of his effort.
You mentioned the perimeter shooting. I know it wasn't what you guys wanted, but how big were those threes from Boogie in the second half and then the late one from Ruben?
Obviously huge. We don't win the game without him, So we needed a couple guys to find a way to put a shot in. And, Bug started it by getting that first one to drop, hit a big-time corner three that allowed us to extend, and then we didn't do a very good job the last 4 minutes of playing with the lead. Thought we had some really silly, uncharacteristic turnovers. And, Herb hadn't been shooting the ball well either all year. But in that moment, we went a little more ball handling, shot-making capability, and he stepped up and hit a huge three to take it to 4 late. But, we needed each and every one of those to get this win tonight.
How do you feel you guys did handling the press and some of the defensive looks they threw you? They looked like they doubled Condon a lot early on in the game. How do you think you guys did handling some of that stuff?
Not great. I thought we were a little sporadic and erratic in the first half. Listen, when you play a team that plays this way defensively, you're going to turn the ball over some. Like, that's going to be a part of it. But, the ones that we can't live with are the unforced turnovers. The breaking the press, no pressure, throwing it out of bounds, or, spinning baseline and firing out of bounds with 3 minutes. Like, we can't afford those turnovers because this team has the capacity to be a really good ball handling team. And I think we have to be a great ball handling team if we want to be as good as we hope to be, because I think one of our strengths is our ball handling, our IQ, and our feel. And, in a game like this, I thought for a majority of the second half we did a good job, but late it bit us, and I thought early it bit us. We wanted to hold that number under 12, and obviously that got up to 18.
About the three-point shooting, but for Exactech, are you just confident that these are going to start falling for him, or is there something that you could maybe do, get him in a better look, or in a sense to?
I think he's getting pretty good looks. We'll go back and watch it and kind of evaluate the shots that he's taken and where he's getting them. But I think especially in the second half, we got a lot of good looks and had multiple opportunities to kind of hit that dagger shot that, and to Florida State's credit, they kept coming back, but we had them on their heels a little bit in the middle of the half when we got up 9, and we missed some good looks to extend it. And again, I have plenty of faith that Exley will start knocking them down. He's close to a career 36, 37% three-point shooter, has made a lot of tough shots in his career getting comfortable playing off the ball and just being shot ready on the catch. But, I think going back and looking at his looks, that we would probably expect 3 or 4 makes out of those tonight. So from my memory of the game, I think we're getting some pretty good ones, and we got to step up and knock them down.
30.6% in the second half, held them to what mindset adjustments, or how do you describe the defense in the second half? And particularly during that run, you got quite a few stops.
Yeah, I thought, for the most part, we held them to 37 in the first half. We guarded well in the first half. I thought second half, we did a really good job of going vertical at the rim and making it difficult for their guards to finish. I thought our bigs were really good that way all night. I thought we did a good job staying in the hip pocket of Leger Jones and Kobe McGee. McGee got separated on one, but Leger Jones is a really good offensive player. I've watched him play 4 times this year, and he fried Alabama. I think, didn't miss a shot in their last game. This guy's a really, really talented offensive player, and I think our guys did a really good job handling him one-on-one. But, yeah, listen, I think one of our best strengths is our defensive talent, and I think we have to be a team that defends at a really high level, not just tonight, but in every game to give ourselves the best chance to win.
Tommy really kind of took the game over at both ends of the court there to really get you on that run that put you up by 9. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, no, I think he made some huge winning plays. I hit a 3 in the second half. And to your point, I thought defensively was really good and cleaned up the glass, got us out on the break a little bit, started making some good plays. Had that lob, I think it was to Ruben. But listen, Tommy's a great player. He's a winning player. Doesn't get tired. We were able to I think he played all 20 in the second half because we were able to utilize our timeouts in a way where, around the 9.5-minute mark, we used one, and then we got another media at 8, and he was able to – he only played like a minute in about 10 minutes of time where he was able to kind of get himself back gathered from a physical standpoint, and he just makes winning plays, man. I don't know how else to say it. He's out there doing things that make Florida Gators a better team, and in that moment, really the second half, we felt like he needed to be out there.
Boogie turned the ball over for the first time tonight. It's just one for 3 games, and Tommy was big in that stretch, but Boogie kind of helped orchestrate some things. You talk about just his performance.
Yeah, I thought he played his best half, as a Gator in the second half, obviously, and I'm sure it felt good for him to see the ball go through the net from the perimeter, in the jersey. But I thought he was really just aggressive and did a great job kind of finding his spots. I'm not sure how many he had at halftime, but I think he had, at least double-digit scoring in the second half, 2 threes, got to the line a couple times. He was really good, and his floor game. Listen, only have 1 turnover when you're playing on the ball for a majority game against this group is hard to do. He 4 steals, got on the glass. I thought he rebounded really well from the guard position, and credit to him. He stepped up big time and gave us some really good minutes in the second half.
Are the minutes concerning at all when you 38, 35, 35, 32 for the big 4?
I think it's a little early in the year to be worried about it. We play Miami on Sunday, and then I don't think we play again until next Friday, right? So we got some time. These guys are young, they're in good shape. I'm not now if we're getting into the chunk of our schedule, I'm not sure we want to be playing these guys 38 minutes a night. But for right now, as we continue to try to find ourselves and get really comfortable, we're going to rip the guys that we feel really confident in, and so we'll play those guys a lot of minutes.
What did you think of McCrae's last 6 minutes? I think he had 15 points in the last 6 minutes.
I think that was a little bit of the flow of the game because I thought we did a phenomenal job on him for a majority of it. Now, down the stretch, we let him get us a little bit. We were probably a little too thoughtful about guarding the three-point line and not over-helping, and he started getting some drives. And listen, man, I thought our bigs did a phenomenal job of going vertical, and making him finish. He was 7 for 15 from 2, and he's a beast, man. He's a really talented player. We saw him last year in Jacksonville, and then when I realized he was on Florida State, he's like a college version of Russell Westbrook. He likes to play downhill, use his physicality. I thought we did a really good job. I thought the best thing that we did with him was held him under 50 from 2, and we also – he had a negative assist-to-turnover ratio tonight. And I thought a big part of this game was preventing him from making plays for others, specifically Lejeune Jones and Kobe McGee. We saw a lot of their shots came off his penetration and off his ball screen usage early on in the year, and a big part of our game plan was keeping him left so he can make those cross-court throw-out passes. And again, like we had to live with him getting some more one-on-one looks than we would normally want to give him. Because we want to stick on the shooters. And so that was just a little bit of a function of the game plan. To his credit, he kept a minute late and kind of made some big shots. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.